Have a good afternoon.
Salamat, partner. So, ang gawin mo natin, we proceed to the second presentation. After nun, open natin yung forum for the two first presentations. So, the next presentation will be given to us by Dr. Sergio Reyes Francisco. And Dr. Francisco obtained his BS in Engineering, Master of Science in Statistics, and PhD in Economics sa UPLB. Ang dami kong consultancy work ni Dr. Serge. So hindi nyo nitatanong, marami siyang dollars ngayon sa atin. So he has done consultancy work with FAO, ISAA, USAID, World Bank, and other reputable international institutions. Likewise, he is also a member in other professional organizations like the Philippine Association of Career Scientists, Gamma Sigma Honor Society in Agriculture, Philippine Agricultural Economics and Development Association, Asian Society of Agricultural Economists, Conservation Farming Movement, Philippine Statistical Association, Philippine Society of Agricultural Engineers. Si Sergio has published around 24 papers in refereed and non-refereed journals, and he has presented 20 papers in local and international scientific conferences. Serge, take it away, please.
Thank you, Abe. Good afternoon po sa lahat, especially the organizer of this occasion, the National Biosafety Week. What I'll be presenting to you are some of, or one of the studies that I have conducted with ISAA, and that's the valuation of the environmental benefits or the potential environmental benefits of the eggplant. Let me first introduce to you the economic importance of the eggplant. As you can see from the pie chart, the eggplant occupies around 11% of the Philippine vegetable production. It's highest among the single crop, except or second to squash in terms of single crop. But farmers, although many farmers are planting eggplant and has been continuously planting eggplant, even if there is the so-called problems of eggplant, because they see that out of eggplant they can get a lot of benefit. That is in terms of monetary benefit or in terms of income from eggplant production. Kung walang masisira, if eggplant production would be having no problem, it can yield around 15 to 20 tons per hectare. And imagine 15 to 20 tons per hectare at 10 pesos, that's around 200,000 per hectare. So 10 pesos lang per kilogram. But unfortunately, eggplant has been devastated in the last decade by a serious pest, which is the eggplant fruit and shoot borer. It causes serious damage throughout the life of the crop. It started from the shoot papunta sa fruit. So as you can see, sa start pa lang ng production na eggplant, sa growing, bata pa siya, hindi pa siya namumulaklak, sinisira na siya ng eggplant fruit and shoot borer. tinatanggal niya yung mga, kung kayo pamilyar sa eggplant, nakikita niyo yung nalalanta yung shoot niya. And then, pagdating sa productive period, yun namang fruit and shoot borer will be going into the fruit. And since farmers would like to protect it from the eggplant fruit and shoot borer, the only way of the farmer is to spray it with insecticide. Ito po yung eggplant fruit and shoot borer. Alin ba pointer dito? Ito? Yeah. Ito yung paru-paro niya or the adult. Ito yung naninira, no? So, ang start niya, ayan, dyan. Ito yung sa early, no? Yung sa, and then it goes to the fruit. Kaya nga, pag tinitingnan nyo, pagka nakakita kayo ng eggplant, if you see an eggplant and you open it, and you see this type, no? Mga sira-sira. And nakakalusot yun sa mga classifier. But, if you will look at the damage when infestation of eggplant fruit and shoot borer is heavy, the marketable yield loss is around 70%. Ibig sabihin, out of 10 crates, 10 yung matatapon. Kung talagang galing yung nagtetenor. As I've said, up to 70% is lost due to, of the yield is lost due to eggplant fruit and shoot borer. And farmers spray chemical pesticide up to 80 times per season. 80 times. Ibig sabihin, in a growing life of 5 to 6 months, imagine how often the farmers spray. Around maybe 3 times a week or 2 times a week. And farmers spend 25% of the cost of production just on spraying chemicals alone as protection from fruit and shoot borer. And sabi nga natin, we are all aware of the impact of pesticide misuse. And the immediate is acute human health problem, potential productivity losses, and decrease in water quality and nearby farm. And the long term is the surface and groundwater pollution, increased pesticide resistance and resurgence of the pest, reduction in natural enemy population because the insecticide also kills the natural enemies, and then danger to non-target organism like yung mga fowls, farm animals, and many others, and the long-term human or harm to human health. These are the things that we consider in the evaluation of the environmental benefits out of the adoption of beta eggplant. And in order to address the beta eggplant problem, in order to address the eggplant fruit and shoot borer problem, the ABSP together with the ISA has implemented the program or funded the program, and that calls for the transformation of eggplant or by inserting the BT or Bacillus thuringiensis gene into eggplant in order for the eggplant to develop resistance against fruit and shoot borer. So this, as I've said, the objective of this paper is to assess the impact or the potential impact since wala pa tayong BT eggplant sa farm o sa field, nandun pa lang siya sa under multi-location, and at present, it's now under multi-location trial, but wala pa siya, hindi pa siya commercialized. So, to assess the potential impact of BT eggplant adoption in farm income, cost, pesticide use, and labor usage, as well as to quantify the health and environmental impact of BT eggplant adoption. Hindi ko na po ito titingnan, basta ang ano nyo, you have the ang aking hypothesis dito is, if you spray more, you'll be risking more of you'll be at risk, or the environment as well as the farm worker will be, as well as the consumer, will be at risk of pesticide. Maybe in residue, maybe inhalation of the fumes, and many others. So, yun po ang binalyo ko. Ito yung economic value in the world. Ayan. So, ang ano ko po, I conducted a post-group discussion, a survey of different eggplant producing provinces. And I used secondary data out of the previous FGD that I have conducted also in other aspect of the eggplant. And ito po yung mga pinagpuntahan ko. Pangasinan is the one that has the highest production in terms of eggplant, followed by Nueva Ecija, and then Batangas and Quezon. Ito po yung mga result. As I've said, ito ay potential lang. Ibig sabihin, this we gathered from the interview of eggplant farmers in the region or in the survey sites. So, look at ito, pesticide, no? The difference between yung sinabi na magsasaka kung hindi siya nag-i-spray at ang ginagamit lang niya is for protection of the eggplant from other pests other than eggplant fruit and shoot borer is around 8,000. So that's around 55% reduction in the cost of pesticide. Labor also, because you minimize application of pesticide, you minimize labor in the application of pesticide. And total product, this boils down to a reduction in production cost. And assuming you have a constant price, same price, no? You will have a net income of around 49,000 more if you will not be destroyed by eggplant fruit and shoot borer. And I have done some partial budget analysis in terms of the reduction in cost, and in terms of reduced cost, added return, added cost, and added return. So the net incremental benefit is around this much, and the ratio when you reduced cost is in terms of pesticide use and higher labor, and the incremental added return is due to increased marketable yield kasi na-prevent mo yung damage ng eggplant fruit and shoot borer. So you have total incremental benefits of around 51,000, and I assume that the cost of the seeds of BT when it gets commercialized is double the price of the locally or the hybrids, double the cost of the hybrid, no? So you have a net incremental benefit of around 49,000. The ratio of the ratio of this and this will be 38:1. So for every 1 peso invested on yung sa BT eggplant, kung mako-commercialize na siya at that price, and these are the benefits, you will have a 1 peso investment in the adoption or in planting BT eggplant would redound to a 38 peso benefit, no? Per peso, peso per peso. As I've said, farmers in eggplant production, farmers are using different insecticides. Ito po yan. Cypermethrin and many others. Ang ano niyan, each of the pesticide has been given risk score according to the X.net, that's the New York IPM network, that gives the risk score of the different pesticides. So in terms of danger to human, animal, birds, and beneficial organism. So mas mababa ang risk score, ito yung risk score, 1, ibig sabihin, less dangerous siya. But the higher it becomes, or the score, or the category, the higher the category, the more dangerous it is to the target or to the environmental component, human, animal, birds, and beneficial organism. So, ang ginawa niyan, so you just sum this multiplied by the AI of this, or the rate and the AI that gives you the total risk score. And pagka ayun, yung percent risk avoided nito, ikinumbine mo sa willingness to pay. By the way, yung willingness to pay is, ang ginawa namin, we created the scenario, pinapabid namin yung magsasaka na, how much can you go, how much can you pay when you have a safer pesticide for, say, human, animal, beneficial insects, and avian species. So, the average value that the farmers gave to human health is around, he is willing to pay up to 1,019 per liter of a pesticide that is safer to human health, 945 for farm animals, 893 for beneficial insects, and for the avian species, of the birds, and this is more of the benefits to yung mga birds to sa area, it's around 867. So when you multiply the risk avoided, this is a product of yung nasa kabilang table, multiply mo to, that gives you the benefit per farm. So ito yon, when you aggregate it to the number, or 50% adoption, assuming that I assume that only 50% of the number of farmers would be adopting the BT Eggplant, and with the given area of around 0.7 hectares per farmer, the aggregate benefit to human health is around 2.5 million farm animals, or the aggregate for farm animals, beneficial insects, and avian species around 7 million or 6.5 million. Ginamitan ko rin po ng human health cost function, the one that's being used by a given economist, a Chinese economist, and I arrived also at a closer figure, which is around 2.095 compared to 2.49 of this one. So whatever methodology I use, it seems that we arrive at a common figure which is around 2 million savings when it comes to protection of human health out of the adoption of, if we will adopt BT Eggplant. And in terms of environmental loading, or improvement of the environmental footprint, without BT Eggplant, ang pesticide use is around 12 kilograms AI, while with BT Eggplant it's around 6.22, or a difference of 5.76, and with an field EIQ equivalent of around 245 for without BT, and with BT is around 197, or a saving, or a difference of around 47 per, you have an improvement of the environmental footprint by around 47 percentage points. And a change in pesticide use of around 48% and a change in EIQ footprint of around 19.48. Ibig sabihin, what this table are trying to show is that when the adoption of pesticide or the adoption of pesticide EFSB resistant or eggplant protein borer resistant eggplant would improve the quality of the environment, the health of the farm worker, the consumer, as well as the non-target organism in the eggplant farm, as well as in the vicinity. And I also, since we would like to project what would be the effect of on the benefits to the farmer. Nakita natin the benefits that goes to the farmer. What we tried to do in here is project the loss that would accrue to the farmer, or the loss that the foregone benefit of the farmer when you have a delay in the approval and commercialization of the beta eggplant. And it turns out that since tina-target pa namin is 2008, ang sinasabi na pagka 2008 dapat ang release. If you have a delay of 1 year in commercialization, you have a reduction of around 12% in the benefits of the total surplus that should accrue to the farmer. What this means that if the government continue to sit on the technology that we have proved, that has been proven to be of help to the environment as well as the farmer, the benefits that would accrue to the beneficiaries would be reduced by 12% if you delay the commercialization by 1 year. So the more delay that you have, the lesser benefit that would accrue to the farmer and the other stakeholders. So as a conclusion, I say that it's a win-win technology. Farmers would gain more profit even without raising the output price, because technology would increase the marketable yield. That is, you prevent the damage due to fruit and shoot borer and lower the production cost. And the consumers would have the increased supply of low insecticide residue eggplant at lower price due to low of supply and demand. The more eggplant you have in the market, the lesser is the price. And the adoption of beta eggplant would cause a significant savings on the health expenditure of the farmer and pesticide applicators, and the potential improvement in the environment and its component. And that the release and adoption of transgenic crops have significant potential to improve productivity, the environment, as well as the societal welfare. As I've said, any policy that either delays or restricts the adoption of improved technologies, like a transgenic crop, would delay or restrict the benefits offered by the technology.